So I just got inside my 2017 Mustang, and I'm presented with this little message here on the instrument cluster. If I hit the unlock button again, you'll see it again. And it is basically indicating that the battery in my key fob is almost dead. So I have two key fobs for this car. This is the style fob. And I'm only getting this message with this particular fob. So now I'm going to walk through the process of replacing the batteries in this guy. Okay, so to replace the batteries in the fob, first thing is it takes two of these 2025 batteries here. So again, each fob takes two batteries. So to open it, what you'll see is there's this little latch on this side, and if you kind of get your fingernail in there, you can see I'm pulling on it and it moves. And if you get it way down, push it way down, it starts to separate the case. If you can't get your fingernail in there, you can get like a little screwdriver or something and just kind of push on it like that. And you push and separate, and the cover comes right off. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Okay, so inside, this is a physical key. So like this is an emergency key for your car. So there it is. We'll take that. We don't need that. And now there's this other plastic cover over here that we need to remove. The batteries are actually under this. So what I do typically is you want to try to get under the edge of it somewhere. And then gently pry it off. So I'm going to kind of come on this side and gently pop. There it goes. Okay, so it started separating. I'm going to apply a little pressure around the different edges, sides of it, and there it goes. One thing to note, there's like these ears or like these loops on this side that went, I'll show you real quick as I finish taking it off. So let's get this off. There we go. So that the cover came off, okay? But those two little loops I was talking about actually hook on to these little metal tabs that are part of this like loop assembly, the end of this piece, this metal part. And I'll show that a little better when I reassemble. So the cover came off, and you see a battery, right? And it has like a little bit of dielectric grease on there. So I am going to open my batteries. So here are my fresh batteries. So now I'm going to note the direction that this one is installed. So this is actually up like that. And then I am just going to pop that guy out. And what you're going to see is that there's this like piece of plastic here, and underneath it is a second battery, and this one is oriented like this, right? So I'm gonna hold the plastic out, pop this guy out, put this one in the same direction it was in, put the piece of plastic back, and put the new battery on top. Okay, so both batteries are now back into the cover. And to reinstall, again, here are these little hoops. These little hoops have to go on these metal tabs. So I like to flip it over and start at this end, because there's kind of this little lip here that will hook under this little lip. So if you look, so hook there and then push. And then you got to make sure it snaps in all the way. And you could even come on to these, and I'll show, kind of force them there. Kind of heard it all snap in right there. And there, that side just went in as well. So the next step, now that the cover's secure all the way around, and one of the ways you can tell it's really on is you don't see any of that red gasket. I mean, you see a tiny little bit in the little hole here, and like right there, but you don't see any of it sticking out here. That's how you know it's really good and cinched down properly. Now you replace the emergency key, and it sits under this little plastic tab there. That's kind of what secures it there. And then we go to the cover. So the way this works is, remember, here's that latching, the little latch mechanism. You can see as I articulate it, right? You can see that whole spring-loaded kind of latch assembly. So I want to show you, I did it again. There's little hooks here built into the casing. This goes to the hoop end first. You use those little plastic hooks that are on part of the casing. Hook it in, okay? And then you basically just close the clamshell, and you should see the clip kind of pop up and out. And there you go. We are good to go. So if you found this video useful, like it and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.